Well, hello and welcome back. We are continuing our journey of converting our application. Last time around, we got our overhead item page actually displaying, ran through a couple little variable issues. Now let's see if we can actually do anything with it. Let's see where we're at, because we probably have got a couple buttons to connect up and some things of that nature. So let's just do, it's going to be test item 1. And let's go take a look at it. It's going to be documentation. It's going to be average. It's generating values for us. That's pretty good. And we're just going to say, doesn't look, is it, oh, description is not readable. So there's the first thing we've got is that's not. Let's try to do save and update. It does, but type was right. Documentation, average. Did we get that right? Let's go back, see if our cancel works. It does. So we're in pretty good shape. Let's go back, and what we're going to want to do is we need to figure out how we do our, two things. Yeah, because it's not bringing across our name. It's not populating that. It is populating these. This probably needs to get calculated so that it's actually doing that. We'll have to see. Let's see. Is that based off of... Yeah, it's based off of a change or something like that. So, okay, so we got a couple of things to work on. Let's start with, let's look at our description and notes field on our overhead form. So if we go down there, description notes, it's doing its path. So that was still grabbing a path. And it's not going to be form text area. It is going to be input type equals text area. No, just text. I always forget which is which with these. So we're going to do that. It's a form control description. We've got that. Let's look at our name. Name is also, see, it's the same thing. We've got that. So it should be a TH field, I believe is what we want actually. So a TH field. I wonder if we have that here. So if we've got hours estimated, we don't really have to worry about that. I don't know if that's coming in. That's interesting. So since it's read only, we may not have to worry about it. We will find out in a minute. Let's see, TH field, that's a path. And so that's good. Our indexes are looking pretty good. Let's go fix our delete real quick if we have one, because we had that before. Yeah, delete this item. Okay, so first we gotta fix our path. And we want this to be a div. If you remember, if it's a button, it's going to process through the form, submit. We don't really want to do it in this case. We've just got this one wired up to be an on click instead of doing some sort of a submit. And let's give this a shot and see what happened. Whoop, did I just, no, save that. And let's see if we've got our page working. And as you see, that's a nice thing about like object-oriented and so many other things is once you get going, there's a lot of similarities and we can get going pretty quick. Oh, I have an issue here. So something, it's either type name or something like that. Name is not valid. Okay, so, whoop, and it's going to tell me it's in overhead form line 60. That was very nice of it. So we can go to line 60. And, it's because I did not properly do that. Let's see, is there anywhere else that I have? TH field. Did I do that down here? Yes, I did. So let's make sure we're grabbing this right. That one would have been a problem. Let's see if we go look here. Yep. This needs to be a TH on click, I think, to make sure that we get its value right. So let's go run that and see if these look right. So now, jumping in here. Here we go. Whoops, well, we can just add one. Let's do this. Let's walk through the whole thing. So let's add, this is going to be item 1. And let's make him, that's a build. He's going to be trivial. And this is just going to be test text 1. If we save, he's there. And so we're going to add another one. And he's going to be project management complex. Item 2. I wonder if these are not calculating right. That's interesting. Maybe we missed something there. So this is just be test text 2. Project management complex. Project management complex. Oh, it's because we don't have any, that's what it is we need probably like an overall, let's create a task. This is just going to be task 1. Let's do 10 instances of building a page. We probably have somewhere in here like a, here we go, screen page for UI. That's going to be average. So we estimate 20 hours. We're just going to call this a placeholder. And now if we do it here, and now you can see it's actually, because these are based off of, we didn't really go into this, but these calculations are based off of total. Oh, so let's go in here and let's change the text and let's see if we leave it if it still does our calculations. It does. It didn't change that. And so now let's delete item 2. Let's cancel. Yep, that comes back, and let's try to delete it. And it blew up, probably because, let's look at what it was trying to do. It did delete overhead, and it didn't bring the value right. So let's go look at that form. I wonder if that was supposed to, that maybe it's supposed to be a star. Let's go check, because we've done it before. Let's go look over at our other task form where we did delete. That's right, because that's what we want, is we want to do it with the brackets. Otherwise, it doesn't like that overhead form. So let's keep him clean. We'll do it without a semicolon just because sometimes JavaScript likes that. Now that's our delete. So now if we run it, so now, and reset. So we've got the, let's go back to that other one. We don't have a cancel here. Interesting. Okay. But we'll go take this one, and we're going to delete that. And it did delete. So now we've got this working. If we go back to our, let's do save update. If we come back, now save update is actually going to our projects instead of the current project. So let's fix that. When we do, oh, that was here. I'm sorry, that's project administration. So if we go to a task, we can cancel. If we go here, it just goes back to our list of projects. So that's okay. So we're getting pretty close. We've got like we can go to a project, we can click on it, we can create a new task, we can cancel, we can add an overhead, we can cancel. Let's try delete. Delete probably shouldn't work. Yep, so let's say delete. Let's go ahead and fix that one. Let's fix that little bug real quick. So we're going to conditionally display that delete. And we're going to say here, let's do, no, this is going to be, it's going to be style, I believe. Actually, I think we can just do here, we can just do hidden. What am I looking at? This is the overhead form. So let's start with that. Actually, let's just do it here. If I take a task and I change this to hidden, I'm pretty sure. One of those nice little things. And then hidden. Oh, it doesn't, it didn't accept it live. So, okay. Whoop. So So we're going to conditionally do it. So first, to hide that button, because we don't want to, that's the easiest way to do it. So we're on overhead form. So let's go look at that. And if we come here and log in, and let's just pick one, overhead should not have delete. It does not. So that's what we want. And what we want here is it's just going to be our little if. So we're going to do our little th if. And what we want is on the delete. Let's see. We want to do, actually we can do it this way, I guess. We can actually just wrap that whole thing, so we don't even have to, that doesn't need to be, we could make it a hidden, but I think we can just as easily do it here. And this is going to be, it's going to be project ID. No, ID is greater than 0. Then it will display, otherwise it will not. Let's see, did we get that right? Not quite. So, okay, like that. So this is on, let's do that on both of these. That's overhead. Let's go ahead and get our task form and just knock that out at the same time. Like that. There we go. Let's just run those two and see what happens. We could wrap stuff around that hidden, but it's like, hey, why not make it a div, and let's see what that does for us. Let's do this here. Let's do this here. And so now when we do a new, there we go. And if we do an edit, it is there. Now the interesting thing is because we did it within the div, now we have that in a different div. So we've got a couple things we can do. We probably, let's see if we can do, we're going to do one more thing. And we're going to do within this, let's see, I think we had, let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's see if we can do that. I'm not sure if we can do that within. Oh, we did before because we do it with the drop down. So we do it with, if we go back to our project form, is we can do this, as I think we can do. Let's do th hidden and let's see what happens. Let's see if that's going to give it. So if we do that here, and instead we do within this one, and let's do th hidden, and it's going to be based off of ID greater than 0, and it's either going to be nothing or it's going to be hidden. And let's see what that does. Oops, let's do this here. So we do need it because if we do a div, then it sort of throws off our display. We can work with that, but let's do it this way. So task form. And now let's run over here. And by run, I mean we'll change gears to this page, log in. What did I say? Task form. So if we do task form in general, he is gone, and if I do a new task, he is gone. So in either case, it's probably because it's going to be, so this is the create a task. If we go down in here, create a task, form, wrong one. Oh, I want it here, this row, it's a container. So see, he has hidden equals hidden, hidden equals false. I wonder if we can do that. Nope. So we're going to have to do something a little bit funky here. Let's do it this way. Instead of a div, let's go back and let's just make it. Wait, where was it? There. Let's make it a span. And then we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to cheat that way. But it was worth taking a look at it. If I go to overhead form, go over here, because a div's going to give me sometimes a different section. Span's going to say, hey, I'm in line. So it shouldn't mess us up. And let's see if we can do that. So we got a couple little lessons we've learned here, theoretically. Okay, there, delete that task. If it's new, we can't delete the task. So now we've gotten pretty far into this. We've got all of our buttons working. We've taken a couple exceptions. Let's see what project report does. It blows up. And so that is where we're going to start next episode. We're going to get that one going. Probably going to have some nice little query things to work with and a couple little styling kind of things, much as we've dealt with there. So we looked at the difference again. We've seen this before, difference between span and dev. We have connected up some of our things to make sure that we're properly using our fields and accessing them, time leaf versus just maybe a regular value or something like that. Making sure we get our case sensitivity correct. And we'll just come back next time and keep going. So until then, go out there and have yourself a great day, a great week, and we will talk to you next time.